cherry brown. My heart smiles and never frowns.
Ready?
Yep.
Hey guys, Brewery 602 Beer Reviews here at Brewery 602 on Instagram. My name is Marcus, and today I have a special tasting. We're going to do some battle beers with a homebrew, and these are Imperial Russian Stouts from
Me, Ryan Colvin, at AZ Homebrewing on
And?
Instagram.
And guest starring Ryan's brother, Hayden.
So we got my man Ryan here. He did brew this beer. We actually collaborated on this beer.
Yep.
I'm going to take a little bit of credit for it as well.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and poured the beer. As you can see, the beer does come pitch black in color. There is a slightly brown, tightly compact head on it whenever you do pour it. And we're all going to give our take on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a battle review against Stone Totalitarian Imperial Russian Stout. So this is one of the stouts we've had sitting around for about a year.
You're going down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like we're biased or anything, because this is a homebrew versus like an actual. I mean, Stone's a huge brewing company, so it's it is what it is. But anyways, let's get an aroma on it, guys. No, drive-by aroma first, right?
Oh yeah, huh?
I know what I got, so you could jump in whenever you got something.
I get chocolate. I get roastiness. Caramel.
Chocolate, like, it kind of reminds me of like a real like kind of coffee flavor, like a dark coffee flavor.
Yep. Yeah, I completely agree. So immediately, it's a ton of chocolate, and the type of chocolate is kind of up for debate. But there's a milk chocolate, dark chocolate, kind of a mixture thing going on. I think it's kind of leaning itself more towards the dark chocolate side than the milk chocolate side.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, but I think it's that roasted character and the kind of a coffee-ish character kind of going in there too. Maybe like that roasted bitterness, roasted malt bitterness is what's causing that to make it smell like coffee. But you do get a lot of that. Let's get maybe a little deeper aroma and see if I'm actually. It's kind of interesting because you do pick up a little bit of dark fruit on it, but it's very slight. It's mainly chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, just bursts out. Was there a lot of chocolate malt in this? I don't remember. It was mainly like a roasted malt.
Yeah,
was
there's
in this. So
there's some 500 Lovey Bond roasted malt in there and some chocolate malt.
Yeah, the roastiness definitely comes through.
Yeah. So let's get a taste on it. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Homebrew.
I get a thin mouthfeel out of it.
Yeah, it's so smooth, it's almost like it's on nitro.
Yeah.
And mouthfeel-wise, I actually think it's more towards a medium mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's not like Pilsner mouthfeel. It is definitely
for a stout. I mean, it was a thing.
Yeah, it's not like a Imperial barrel-aged stout where it's chewy and thick. It's definitely really smooth. Is like what you said, and super chocolatey. This did come in about 8.5%, 9% ABV. That's still up for debate since it is homebrew, and numbers get thrown around and stuff like that. I think it was supposed to come in at 9%.
Yeah.
And I think we might have missed it by a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit on the homebrew side, but no alcohol whatsoever in this beer. You get no alcohol in the aroma. You get no alcohol in the taste. You get straight up chocolate. You get it straight up roasted malts. There's no, you get a little bit of the coffee too, and you get the roasted malt bitterness.
Yeah.
Kind of sits back there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, awesome beer.
I get dark chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I get it in the nose. I get it in the taste.
See, and you were saying it's a thin mouthfeel, but it kind of coats your tongue, and something that coats your tongue and coats your palate is not thin. I mean, it's hanging out there. It's sitting there. It's so.
It lingers, but it's not like an unpleasant lingering.
Exactly. Yeah. Very, very, very good way of putting that. Yeah. So, anyways, let's grab some more glasses and we'll jump into this Stone Totalitarian Imperial Russian Stout. Now, this beer comes in at 10.6% ABV. And obviously, Stone comes out of Escondido, California. It was Escondido, so I couldn't find it. And if you're nobody's laughing because escondido means hidden in Spanish. But anyways, I went to the brewery, awesome brewery, a lot of good beers, and hey, I like your homemade.
I know.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I wonder who made that.
Holy crap, that is a really good opener.
He
Anyways,
makes really good bottle openers, by the way.
so let's give this a pour. This is a year old, by the way, so this is aged in the cellar for a year.
Ooh, I like the head on that.
That's what she said. So let's see here. So that's that beer, and obviously that's going to pour a dark, pitch black, again tightly compact brown head on that. Very, very, very similar to the homebrew. So let's get a drive-by aroma. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's
I get some fruitiness.
yeah, it is completely
Yeah,
different.
much
Yeah.
much less on the chocolate.
Oh, there's like zero
None.
zero chocolate. Basically, it's fruit.
Wonder what kind of yeast they use. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's some esters.
Yeah, you get a lot of fruit esters in that.
Mhm.
I mean, it almost smells like a cherry or a
Yeah,
like
like a black cherry.
like a black cherry,
Yeah.
aroma in that, and it almost it reminds me of even like grapes,
Yeah.
like a dark grape
Mhm.
and a dark cherry. There's no roasted character. I don't get any.
Kind of throws you off going into it after the last
It does.
one. Yeah.
It does. Yeah. And obviously our palates are now in tune with the chocolate, and now we're diving into this, and it looks like they went a completely different direction with this beer because it's a lot of fruit character. There's no roasted character. So, anyways, I mean, let's get a taste on it.
Yes.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers. Thicker mouthfeel than me.
Yeah. Yeah. The mouthfeel's a little bit fluffier and thicker,
Yeah.
but it's not coating. It's not oily. You do get some alcohol that kind of comes out in the back end, a little warming.
Yeah, lingering alcohol.
Yeah, you got a lot of alcohol legs on this thing.
Carbonation's good.
You get absolutely no, I mean, it's almost as like there's no real character out of it. Like no chocolate, you wouldn't think it was an Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
I don't get as much chocolate out of it.
I don't get hardly anything. It's real fruity,
Yeah.
and to me, it's real bitter. Like but not like a roasted bitterness. It's just bitter.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if maybe the aging
Could have been.
could have been bad. I don't know what it is, but I honestly,
As far as I know, it's been refrigerated since I've had it, and it hasn't sat in a heat or anything. And sometimes heat can cause that. So who knows how it was treated before we got it?
yeah, it's almost as if it was sitting, from the vendor, whoever got it, and mistreated it. Maybe left it out in the sun. I mean, maybe even it is a little bit oxygenated.
Yeah.
Because you do get some weird characters out of it that don't really belong in an Imperial Stout. So, I mean, as far as impressions are concerned, what do you think between the two?
This just really, whether it primed my palate or whatever it was smooth, it was crisp, it was roasty, it was just felt right. And then this just really kind of clashes with my palate, like kind of what you're expecting when you dive into it. Completely clashes with it, and it kind of just throws you off.
Yeah.
The bitterness really throws you off.
What do you think?
Yeah, the bitterness throws me off on it. It makes me. When I have a stout, I want chocolate. I want roasty. I want coffee. I want things like that. And when I drink this, it's not that.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think it's a hit on Stone or anything like that.
No,
It
not
could
at
be.
all. Stone's amazing.
Yeah, it could just be a thing where it was just not handled properly because it is a year old. I think there's some faults in the beer. I mean, as far as it's bitter, but the bitterness is astringency, which means it's like either oxygenated or there's just something wrong with the beer. Obviously, the homebrew is only about, what, 4 to 6 months old?
Yeah.
Something like that, 4 to 6 months old.
Aging in the keg,
And it's gained its character, and it's really chocolatey, and that's what that stout, Imperial Stout was going for. So, I mean, overall, I don't even want to score the beers. I like the homebrew, hands down is much better, and that's just probably because the beers hasn't been handled properly is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. The
Yep.
homebrew.
I agree.
all right, so guys, hey, thanks for watching again. Brewery 602 Beer Reviews at Brewery 602 on Instagram. AZ Homebrewing
Easy Homebrewing on Instagram.
on Instagram.
And I'm Hayden.
So,
No Instagram.
and again, my name's Marcus. Thanks for watching, and please like, follow, and subscribe. Cheers. And then we just wait for a couple minutes, and then I go turned it off. Good job, guys.